The Federal Capital Territory FCT, Abuja, has long been caught between its unique administrative structure and the rigid framework of federal financial policies. In a move to accelerate development in Abuja, President Bola Tinubu exempted the FCT from the Treasury Single Accounts TSA. During a Sallah homage at the presidential villa, President Tinubu explained that TSA's bureaucracy was slowing infrastructure growth. He said removing the FCT from it on the advice of the Minister Wike has yielded positive results in infrastructure, healthcare and security. Leading the delegation, Wike reaffirmed his commitment to transforming the capital beyond where it is. Now let's share the story by TVC News' Femi Akonde with you.
FCT Minister Wike received commendations from President Bola Tinubu for his efforts and commitment to delivering services to the people of the FCT and improving the federal capital's infrastructure. President Bola Tinubu's generous assessment of the FCT minister's performance may serve as a stimulus for Wike to achieve more, especially as the federal capital prepares to commemorate its 50th anniversary in 2026.
He came up with a lot of good ideas to liberate the bureaucracy, bring forward-looking progressive thinking to the administration, to give opportunity for upward mobility and promotions that is consistent with the civil service structure, the area council structure, the indiscriminate development in the face of dwindling resources.
The FCT minister was particularly grateful for President Tinubu's approval to remove the ministry from the single treasury account, which has been a major hindrance to rapid development. President Tinubu has also made several concessions to the FCT ministry, strengthening the governance structure in the administration of the federal capital.
If your boss in the public says that you are doing well, that of course is an encouragement for you to continue doing the job that you've been assigned. And for us, we're happy to be identified in this administration and we'll continue to do what Abuja people will be happy. So I'm happy each time Mr. President talks about us and tries to say the little we have done. That means that he's watching and we will not disappoint him.
This Sallah homage by FCT residents is a tradition that has been sustained for many years, providing a platform for the president to interact directly with critical stakeholders in the federal capital. Femi Akonde, TVC News, Abuja.
All right, thank you, Femi. Now, the FCT minister, leading a delegation to pay Sallah homage to the president. But let's take it from the top. Looking at the president's message, the president talked about perseverance, the grand cause of nation building, and he also said something. He said, nobody is bigger than Nigeria. Biko, talk to me. How instructive is this message by the president?
Yes, it's very instructive, and first and foremost, I'm happy that Wike led that delegation to the president to put an end to the lying and thoroughly shameful propaganda.
It went viral.
That he had collapsed and was rushed to France.
Yeah.
There's an individual who always sends fake news to me.
Oh, really?
I've been thinking about blocking him, but I also realized that I'm there to show clearly to him what is true and what is not true, since he lacks the capacity to determine whether something is true or not. So yesterday, the day before yesterday, when he sent that in, I replied him. Because at the time when he was saying that, Wike was actually in his office.
Really?
Yes. And I have a friend in that office. I may not be on talking terms with Wike. I may not have spoken to him since 2022 when we had the media chat.
Yes.
But I know some of the things happening in his office. I knew that it was a lie. Somebody even did a video where he wrote R.I.P.
Haba.
So when some people call for thorough and decisive laws
To check fake news.
We will say, oh, they are taking away the rights of the Nigerian. They are taking away the freedom to open dirty mouths and say nasty things. Freedom to say things about people that are not true. These are the people that when you look at what they are doing, you tell yourself that something must be done about these individuals. Because if in your lifetime somebody writes your obituary when you are still alive, I wonder how you would take it.
Exactly.
It's such a nasty thing. And some of the so-called activists, some of the people that we see, they are popular. Some of them even share the fake news. And you wonder what's going on, what is wrong with them. You may hate Wike as an individual. It's your right to not like a person. But you can't then go on misleading people, giving the impression that he collapsed. Oh, he's a thorough drinker, he drinks a lot, and all that. Look, it is God that is in charge of life. Some people do not drink like him.
And yet
they are gone.
Just like that.
Drop dead.
They are gone. Some people drink. I'm not encouraging people drinking without restraint. But you have no right to say somebody is dead or that somebody collapsed when he didn't collapse. He hosted the body of benchers. After hosting body of benchers, he still went around inspecting projects that the president will inaugurate in May. Projects that the president will inaugurate, not commission. That's the Nigerian language. The same person you are saying he dropped dead or he collapsed. So,
and flown to France.
One good thing is, no matter what we feel about this man, if you've not been to Abuja for some time, you get into Abuja. If you are not careful, you lose your way.
Exactly.
Because he's done so much. As an individual, he may be a character difficult to like. But the truth is, he is working. And the president acknowledges that at every opportunity. The president acknowledges that. So let's focus on what he's doing right. God did not create any man perfect.
True.
What he's doing right, let's give him credit. But wishing him dead, if they are not careful, they will die before him. We've seen that happen. Remember, Zik.
Yes.
RBK Okafor. K.O. Mbadiwe. The people who announced that Zik had died, they died before him.
Exactly.
So some of the people saying that Wike collapsed and died, doing videos and posting on social media, announcing his death and doing RIP and all that, they may eventually die before him. Death is not even a function of how old you are.
True.
You may be an 18-year-old boy like insulting elders all over the place. You may die before Wike. That is a fact. Let's brush aside the nonsense that is happening and focus on developing our country. The president acknowledges that this guy is working. TSA, yes, TSA slows down progress. The president said, okay, I agree, I'll take you away from TSA. And it's not the only one who has asked for that. Even the NDDC MD, Dr. Samuel Ogbuku, also demanded that to accelerate growth in the Niger Delta area, that they should be taken off TSA. I was at a strategic meeting where he made that demand. And I agree. I agree. Especially given some of the progress that they have recorded, you will see that this is a different kind of leadership.
Then what does that say about the TSA? Should it be reviewed?
See, it's not, no. I'm not saying, see, the TSA has also helped us to address a lot of corruption within the system. Yeah. You know? But you know that bureaucracy slows down progress, no doubt about it. It will ensure that you do the right thing. But how about the time that it takes? Sometimes before money gets released to you, for projects in our country,
the cost of
you rely on the dry season. During the wet season, you can't do so much. You can't do so much. And you look at a place like Niger Delta, the months that they need to work, the serious months that they need to work, just about 3 months.
It's not much.
So this is the thing. The president explained why he had to do it. Show me what you want to do. Wike showed the president what he wanted to do, and we can see that progress. People may not admit it because they hate him so much. It is a disease ravaging us in Nigeria that people will refuse to say the truth. They can say the truth, but they won't say it. If somebody that they like goes on the rampage and beheads a million people, they will not talk about it. They will behave like it didn't happen. But if Bola Tinubu does something,
that's the end of democracy.
That's the end. It's a threat to democracy.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
He's a military man. There's nothing we want here.
Let's look at the political jibe. Okay. You know, the comical jibe that the president threw at the minister, saying, "Hey, I'll take away TSA, okay, but if you do all these beautiful things at my party." Your thoughts on this, the comical part of the president?
Well, for those who know the president very well, they will know that he just does a lot. He will just come from the left field and throw a jab, and everybody will realize the fact that he's not only aware of what's going on, he's on top of stuff. It's not only a jab at Wike, it's also a jab at the opposition. Basically.
Oh, really? At the opposition?
Yes.
Really? Talk to me. Explain that part.
You know where the president is coming from.
Okay.
So sometimes you just have to know that the president knows exactly what's happening in this country and is on top of stuff.
We've had ministers in that FCT. We've had ministers who are collecting money and was not.
There was a minister for 8 years.
Nothing to show for it.
Nothing. 8 years minister.
We had a minister even returned money. Money appropriated for him to work with. He even returned it. In a place where there is infrastructure decay, you can't put the money to use. Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
Wike is the perfect example of taking the message and ignoring the messenger. Wike doesn't want to be liked. He doesn't really
he's not interested.
He's not interested about whether he but let his
he will do the
work show.
He will do the work. He's a man who says his mind, not caring whose ox is God. Doesn't really care. The last time I think I had a conversation with him when he wanted to be governor, and he was emphatic that he was going to be governor. Then he was Minister for Education.
The Minister for State.
And people were saying that things have to move towards. He said, no, I will be governor, and I will change the face of rivers. And we're talking about a point when Rotimi Amechi was probably the most popular governor in Nigeria. That people thought had done so well. And 8 years later, what Wike said then became something. So you understand? So that's why some of us are not very happy with what's going on in Rivers and why they are wasting time. Because Rivers has had a consistent level of high-performing governors in the last 22 years. Not for them to now be at this level where they are not getting anything done. It's unfortunate.
All right, but to round it off, I asked BKO at first what the president said, that no one is bigger than Nigeria.
No one is bigger. Don't forget.
You think the president said the right things there?
No, he's just stating the obvious. It was in this country that the man wanted total. And Nigeria won. It was in this country that parties got together, 5 of them, to give somebody like presidency. And Nigeria won. Nigeria will always win.
Yes.
That's the way Nigeria is.
Nigeria will
always win.
Against its enemies.
Exactly. I like that part.
Those who do not want to see good things happening in our country, they will be put to shame. Good things will happen.
Right before
this is a very resilient country. We are resilient. That's why we are still together as a nation. Adversities, we conquer adversities as a country. We will continue to conquer adversities. We will continue to make progress as a nation, regardless of who is president. My loyalty is to our country. It's as simple as that.
Absolutely.
Bola Tinubu is there today. Tomorrow, someone else will be in charge. I will still retain my love for my country. I have nowhere else to call my country, and I will never relocate abroad. It's not going to happen. Even when Abacha wanted to kill me, rather than relocate abroad, I will go and hide in Jos. From Jos, I will go to Maiduguri. From Maiduguri, I will move. Ilorin. Even Lagos. No, I didn't even go to Ilorin because they knew my parents were there. So I'll come to Lagos. And I kept moving like that instead of going abroad. A lot of us at that time fled abroad. Exactly. I refused to flee. I changed my name. The company even designed an ID card in a different name for me. And I was still working. Wow. So if I didn't run away at that time, I didn't japa. Why should I japa?
Exactly. All right, gentlemen.
Love for country.
The love for country. Nigeria will always win. All right, then we need to go on this quick break. And when we return, the conversation continues. Don't go anywhere. Still journalist time.